For our first sight of him, Llewellyn Moss is crouched down, peering through a rifle scope at a herd of antelope. After taking careful aim at a sturdy buck, he squeezes off a shot that injures his target but does not bring it down. The animal scrambles away, leaving behind a trail of blood over the dusty desert soil. The scene is a crisp introduction to a central character and also a harbinger of the larger plot of No Country for Old Men. Nothing goes quite right, and there is a lot of blood and mess. Walking over a ridge in search of his antelope, Llewellyn, played by Josh Brolin, stumbles across the bloody aftermath of a drug drop. The bullet-riddled bodies of men and a dog spread across a patch of ground between a handful of pickup trucks. Llewellyn finds one guy still breathing and desperate for water. The drugs are in one of the trucks. But something and someone are missing. A few minutes tracking leads away from the carnage to a final dead man slumped in the shade of a tree beside a boxy satchel. What's inside is either 2 million reasons to hightail it out of there, or 2 million reasons to embark on a decidedly risky venture. The movie, adapted by filmmaking brothers Ethan and Joel Coen from a novel by Cormac McCarthy, is about the decision that Llewellyn makes and its consequences. It's a tense, thrilling story, but also a deeply engrossing meditation on fate and the nature of evil, as well as a grim contemplation of the ways that greed and violence can twist the soul. That's a lot of subtext. Fortunately, No Country for Old Men is a whole heck of a lot of movie. There are two key characters in addition to Llewellyn. Sheriff Ed Tom Bell, played by Tommy Lee Jones, is the seasoned and wary lawman who tries to avoid the increasingly complicated crime as much as to solve it. Javier Bardem is hulking Anton Chigurh, a disturbingly philosophical and capricious killer with a very different method of sorting out the mess that everyone's in, and a lethal affection for compressed air. You could justifiably hand an Oscar to any of the three leads, and smaller roles, including Woody Harrelson as the second contract killer, or Kelly MacDonald as Llewellyn's wife, Carla Jean, and even bit parts are played just as sharply. The movie also has an almost overpowering sense of place. It's set in Texas, though ironically it was shot entirely in New Mexico, and time. The year is 1980. The wind-blown desert, but also details as seemingly inconsequential as the inside of Llewellyn's double-wide, have been carefully chosen or designed and are gorgeously captured by cinematographer Roger Deakins. The film's ending is not what most will be expecting, or what many will have hoped for. It has both resignation and ambiguity, qualities that would ruin the mood of a movie that hadn't earned them. This one does.